The Static Podcast is brought to you by the Hester Group, a law office with a 12-year proven track record of success. Now listen, if you've been involved in a serious car accident, you have injuries, your car is a wreck, you need to contact them because they can get you paid today. 314-652-4321. That's 314-652-4321. Tell them Staci Static sent you, but remember, the choice of an attorney is an important one and should not be based solely upon advertisement. Welcome to the Static Podcast. I'm Staci Static, and welcome to Lil Homine Monday. So I'm meeting this Lil Homie today for the first time. She's a local artist, St. Louis native, and her name is Katarra Parson. Welcome. You're a singer.
Yes.
Songwriter.
Yes.
Doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you play piano?
Yes. Piano, clarinet, xylophone, mostly piano.
What? And you're from St. Louis?
Yes.
Okay, so speak directly into the microphone. I was about to say the telephone, girl. There ain't no telephone. Woo, welcome to Monday for me, okay?
Amen.
So, Katarra, tell me, okay, give me like steps of your journey you've been doing, because you're actually one of the house musicians here at the .Zac. So what does that entail?
So I am a part of the Kreensburg Artists in Residency. So I have my own residency down at the Dark Room at the Grandale.
Right.
I do different performances there. They are basically helping me with just helping me build my brand as an artist, helping me get my music out, providing a lot of opportunities.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what genre of music would you say that you perform?
Oh, boy. Because people put me in this box.
Okay, you don't like that?
It's an amalgamation of like different genres. So,
okay.
Soul, R&B, jazz, hip hop, with classical and classic rock influences.
Got you. Classic rock influences. Like who? Who would you say?
Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, Uriah Heep.
So what got you into that kind of music?
I've always been in love with just lush, big harmonies, just big music that tells a story, music that kind of grabs people and take you somewhere else.
It hits you in your soul.
Yeah.
It's like everything. It's like this build up and it just like gets you. Okay.
I love every genre from like that sweet spot of like the late 60s, early 70s. Like, just so much great music came out at that time. And I feel like it had it was soul, like you said. And I feel like I want to bring that back. I want to be something refreshingly new for St. Louis.
Got you. So where did you grow up?
Here on the west side.
On the west, you know why I meant. Like I'm trying to, switch up the high school question.
Paige like, and Goodfellow.
Okay,
yes.
Paige and Goodfellow. Okay, the West. The West. Shouts out to the West Side. Okay. When I worked at the Housing Authority, I had the West Side on my, because I used to put people in Section 8 housing before I did radio. I worked as a caseworker for Section 8. So a lot of my, that was my 63112 was my zip. So that's the West Side. So I know a little bit about that.
Quite an upbringing over there.
Yeah.
Not a lot over there, but
They building it up. They're building it up. Shouts out to Save a Lot. They just opened up a new grocery store over there. Yeah. People excited about that over there. They really needed that. So
yeah, and that's one thing like I really want to do is like go back to that area because all you see, the abandoned buildings everywhere.
The blight.
My school is closed down. Like the school I went to, grew up in, like they shut that down real quick.
Right. So we got to get the schools and the fresh foods back to our neighborhoods.
Exactly. No more liquor stores, corner stores.
Yeah. We don't need the bodega. We need real food. Bananas need to be able to be bought by the bunch, not the single ones. If you're just now joining us, I have artist Katarra Parson here with me today. She's an artist in residence here at the Kreensburg Arts Center Foundation. So, tell me about the music that you have for us today.
Oh boy. So what I'm presenting to you guys is my first single from my debut album.
Nice.
The single's called Phoenix Rising. Album's called Voyage, coming out November 29th.
Oh, coming up. Are you excited?
Very excited, very nervous. Because it's about vulnerability. Like I'm putting myself out there. I'm putting my stories out there. I kind of chose the daring route with the single because it's about, coming into self-love in the most hardest way possible. Constantly being told your whole life to play small, that your voice does not matter, and believing it for your whole life. And I got to this point to where it's just like I couldn't do that anymore. Like I had something to say, And I feel like a lot of people needed to hear this story. I feel like a lot of people could resonate with this.
Absolutely.
So therefore you have Phoenix Rising.
Oh, I love it.
Music video included.
Okay.
So,
Well, there you go. Can we go ahead and pull that up right now so we can share it with our viewers today? If you're just, like I said, if you're just now tuning in, this is songwriter Katarra Parsons, and she's here with us today. And Phoenix Rising is the name?
Yes.
Of it. And check it out right now on the Staci Podcast.
To fly, skies too blue, the clouds too high. Spread wings, but won't take flight. Fell too deep to breathe in the skies. I see my face in the mirror, clearer. Even days to be seen. She gazes back like she knows all the things. Gotta find a way to fly, whether the world is wrong or right. I lift my wings and win it right. Laugh on the side with my window still light. I was an outsider's dream to go with the way the wind carried me, but I wanna go, I want, yeah, I wanna go, I wanna go. I found a way to fly, realize the worth within these eyes. I'm not afraid to be free, go where I want, where I wanna be. I'm not afraid to fly, born with the right to know what I feel. I wanna fly, 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 fly. I wanna go.
Phoenix Rising right there with Miss Katarra Parson. So you pick up the EP on November.
Oh, November 29th.
Oh, it's coming up. I was
Yes,
still
2
listening to
weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks. So what you doing for the big release?
I'm having my release party at the Dark Room.
Oh, nice.
At
Okay.
the Grandale. I figured that's a perfect opportunity for me to utilize my residency.
Yeah.
It'll be live streamed. Sorry, guys, the reservations are filled, but there will be a room still.
Okay.
I'm just inviting the St. Louis community out just to see what I've been working on for the past 3 years, who I am.
Nice.
And what I'm trying to do in this community.
I love it. And you're so young, 28. So how long have you been performing?
Honestly, okay, yeah, this is crazy. This is why Phoenix Rising is so personal to me, because I struggled with anxiety for years.
Wow.
I've been singing and doing music my whole life, but I just started performing 3 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can relate to Summer Walker. Did you hear about her whole ordeal?
I just found out we're the same sign. So
Really?
I was like, that makes so
What
much
are
sense.
you? What's
Aries?
Really?
Yeah.
So you have like an anxiety thing with sharing your art? Is that what it is? It's the vulnerability of it. You can't take it. What is it?
Growing up, like I said, I didn't have a voice. I was bullied. I was, made fun of for a lot of things. I was the lame, quiet kid,
Yeah.
And I took that, and expressed like my anger, my fear, my pain, love, and I took that out through my music, except for I never showed it to anybody. I hid it and just secretly made songs for years.
Right.
Until 3 years ago, my friend invited me to be a part of his open mic group called Lyrical Therapy.
Okay.
And from the first day I performed there, just the snowball effect
Wow.
just happened. And now I have a residency. Now I'm making a living as an artist. Now people know me in St. Louis, and people look up to me, and it's surreal.
Wow. So yeah, you have done a complete.
Yeah, I would, when I first started performing, my hands would be shaking, my voice would be shaky. I wouldn't even be able to sing in front of people. Still can't sing in front of my family at home to this day.
Are you serious? Like family holidays, you're not leading the song. No. Like if y'all singing Christmas carols, you drinking eggnog. You're just not involved.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So what happens if they come and see you perform? Will you?
I'm putting it all out. When I'm on stage, it's a totally different entity or spirit that just takes over me.
Got you.
And it's me and the people in that room as one. This energy that is felt when I perform, and I noticed how I was affecting people. So I was like, Katarra, you gotta get over this fear of putting yourself out there and telling your truth.
Yeah, you got to, because like you said, a lot of people can relate to that.
Exactly.
And sometimes just sharing your story can mean the world to another person. Just like, I deal with that too. How are you getting through that? And watching you get through it is actually helping someone too. So does it get easier the more you perform, or are you just like, when is this gonna shake? I'm trying at first. Woo. So obviously it's progressing, but you don't like.
It's kind of thank you to the dark room for, playing for 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
Like, that will, whoo. Like, I heard people say, if you could play for St. Louis crowd, like, you could play for anybody.
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure
St. Louis crowd loves you, anybody, yeah.
Yeah, they say New York. I'm still putting my business on. My money on St. Louis.
It whipped me into shape real quick.
Yeah.
And not in a negative way. It was like, I realized people, can I curse?
Yeah.
People fuck with me hard and like my sound. And it was like all these years, 10 plus years of anxiety and doubt that I let
stop you.
Yes. And it's like when I finally did, like all these opportunities just kept coming back to back to back. And it's like now I'm putting out a work of art to the world for people to see like what these 3 years of growth has created.
I'm excited for you. That is really lit.
Thank you.
So where can people find the EP? It's a whole album actually, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where can they find it when it drops?
Find it on all streaming platforms.
Gotcha.
I'm going to be having it at Vintage Vinyl. I'm going to be having it at the Dark Room as well for my Dark Room folks. And like I said, just trying to get it in as many spots as possible in St. Louis, but those 3 places are where you can find it when it drops.
Absolutely. Phoenix Rising, make sure you pick it up. So what would you tell your younger self? You said 10 years that you would create music and not share it. You wouldn't share your art. So I'm sure you would tell your younger self, get over yourself. But what else would you tell you?
I would tell myself like, you did it. You saved yourself.
Yeah.
All those times you thought, when I thought I was too ugly, too dark, hair too nappy, too shy, too quiet. And something just told me to just pursue what I am passionate about, and that is music. And as soon as I did that, like I said, I proved myself wrong. I proved every doubt and insecurity, everything that I thought was wrong with me, I proved all of that wrong by stepping into my purpose.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad. Oh, you gotta make me emotional.
I'm really emotional, y'all. I act like a Pisces most of all.
I was just about to say, when you said you were the same sign,
because
I know how Pisces, my daughter's a Pisces. My oldest daughter's a Pisces.
I'm right on the cusp of Pisces and Aries.
Y'all are so emotional. Jesus
Super
Christ.
emotional.
What is it about Pisces? Is that what it is with her? Because she always crying. I'll be like, man, why are you crying? I'm talking boo-hooing. I'll be like, girl, what? Does it require all of that?
Because we feel everything deeply, like,
oh,
we
my
like
goodness.
some walking poets.
I
like,
see.
Yeah.
I'm like, get your heart off your sleeve, boo.
It's hard.
It's
It's hard. That's where all my songs come from.
I ain't ready.
Hey, you had a comment on the stream.
And what did it say?
Chapman said she sounds great, love the song. And then Christian Maxwell said anxiety is so real. Mm-hmm. And then Paris chimed back in with her story is so relatable.
Yeah, I mean, I have suffered from anxiety too, and it's something that it doesn't creep up. Like, were you like a shy kid too? Like, when real little, you never had like them. I used to be fearless. I remember being fearless, and I remember just my insecurities, creeping up the older you get, because people's opinions start to really weigh on you, and you start believing the shit that people say about you, and then you just like, okay, you start doubting yourself, and you put yourself in a box.
Yeah, because it warps your perception of your own reality.
Yeah. And it's like, you're a beautiful girl. Like, whatever, girl, please. And that beautiful head of hair, you better let everybody know. Don't play games with me here.
Oh, no, I was ugly, like.
You sound a late bloomer.
A ugly duckling, like, story. Like, I relate my story to, like, the little engine that could. Like, this brown girl from West Side St. Louis who came from nothing. Like, failed out of Webster, and now I'm on the same stage with people who went to that same school. Like, didn't get to go to Central Performing Arts because I was put on the wait list, and now my very peers and people that look up to me are people that went to that school.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy how everything comes into full circle when I started loving myself.
Exactly.
Man.
When you start pouring into yourself, and that's why it's really, really important. I'm really happy to meet you because I definitely feel like a lot of people can relate to that, including me. And so it's really brave of you to say, look, this is where I come from and this is where I am today. And I can tell you now that it takes you loving yourself to get you to the next level. So I think that's dope. Round of applause to you.
Thank you, Staci.
Gone, Miss Katarra Parsons. Make sure you pick up Phoenix Rising. Once again, the album release date is November
29th.
29th, yes. The end of this month. Coco Voyage. I love it. Who did your pictures and stuff for the cover art?
I did. A couple of friends helped me out.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So you're hands-on with everything.
Oh yeah, I'm a control freak.
Okay.
So,
that might be an Aries trait too. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that is dope. But thank you for joining me today. Thank you to Erica for connecting us because, I'm still learning about different young people doing their thing. That's why it's really important for me to do Lil Homine Monday because I want to know what the Lil Homie's doing. I don't like the separation of the millennials and my generation. I like for us to be able to, because you all can teach us a lot. And I think that we can teach you all too. Sometimes I feel like y'all don't think we can teach y'all anything because y'all think y'all know everything.
Ironically, I relate more to the older generation though, like the kind of music I listen to.
Right.
Like, I was best friends with a 70-year-old man. Like it was, I'm like a really old soul. I know that's cliche to say, but
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, no, I got that honestly. You like, I was best friends with a 70-year-old man. I mean, a lot of people may frown upon such things. I don't know.
Not in a creepy way though.
Right.
It was at work. Oh gosh.
Right. Don't you love work friendships? They're the best because it's just like these people. I don't know if I would ever connect with them outside in real life, but I'm able to have this. And you can learn a lot from someone in that age group because, I mean, the world has changed. Like, you got to learn how to, actually be a conversationalist because it wasn't no texting and all of that when they came up. They want to talk to you and look you in your face and understand your expressions. They can look at you and tell when you had a bad day. What's wrong with you, baby? Yeah.
Exactly. That's why it's like I like to be in person, reading people's energy. So definitely.
It's super, duper important. Super important. Well, when is your next performance? You said that you're doing your album release. When is it? And you'll be performing that night?
That's actually going to be the same night, November 29th at the Dark Room.
Okay. All right. And where can people get tickets? Because you said the reservations.
Oh yeah, reservations are filled, but it is free entry. Like I don't know what their capacity for people is, but the reservations were just like sitting tables, but they have a bar, they have other, areas available for people to be.
Yeah, it's going to be packed in the dark room that night, basically. All right, it's going to be a good time. Good times to kick off the holiday season. And, of course, Miss Parsons will be there doing her thing. So thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And sharing your story with us. And you make sure you pick up Coco Voyage. Anything else you want to tell St. Louis, you could look directly into their camera, tell them to pick up the album.
St. Louis, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for listening to me. I'm trying to represent all of us, and I'm just trying to tell a authentic story of self. Thank you.
All right. November 29th, make sure you pick it up, Coco Voyage. And thank you. Did you want to sing for us today or no?
See, what I'm going to sing?
I don't know. I was going to hit you with some classic rock. Yo, you know what? We got trivia questions for you.
Oh, yeah.
And look, and this is what we're going to do. The winner, if you can get 2 out of 3 of these trivia questions right, the winner will get your album, Coco Voyage.
Oh, okay.
All right? There you go. Here we go. Colin Kaepernick. And it's a mixture of, like current events. Colin Kaepernick worked out for the NFL teams this weekend. He made headlines because how he was dressed. What did he wear? Was it A, a Kunta Kinte shirt, B, a leopard print tuxedo, or C, pink skinny jeans?
I want to say Kunta Kinte, but I'm going to say Kunta Kinte.
Yeah, you're right. After days of sharp disputes with the NFL, the former Super Bowl quarterback walked onto the field for his workout on Saturday wearing a T-shirt bearing the name Kunta Kinte. Well, he took a lot of heat for that. That's a whole other conversation for a whole other day. All right, the Real Housewives series is coming to a new city. Is it A, St. Louis, B, Detroit, or C, Salt Lake City?
I'm going to say Detroit.
You know what? It's actually Salt Lake City will be the newest addition to the reality franchise and will debut in 2020. Apparently, it's some money in Salt Lake City. I didn't see Detroit or St. Louis on that list. I couldn't see either one of them.
Yeah,
I put it on there because I want to see a Real Housewives of St. Louis.
That would be hilarious.
I don't want to see that shit because I'm trying to figure out who's gonna be on it. I don't want to see that. That sounds like a hot mess. At the 2019 BET Soul Train Awards, the winner of Song of the Year was who? Was it A, Juice by Lizzo, B, No Guidance by Chris Brown featuring Drake, C, Shot Clock by Ella Mai, D, Before I Let Go by Beyonce, E, Girls Need Love remix by Summer Walker featuring Drake, or was it F, Talk by Khalid?
I believe it was Summer Walker because I left like right before.
Actually, it was a big night for Chris Brown. Oh. His song with Drake, No Guidance, took home 3 trophies, including Song of the Year. I know, Chris Brown's still out here making hits. So congratulations to both of them. I lost 1 earring, so both of them have to go. That's just it.
It's Monday.
Yeah. So you'll still get her CD, Coco Voyage. Either will you be able to download it? Can you send us a download link if they can't pick it up? Okay, if a physical copy doesn't work for them, they can download it. All right.
Yes,
so there you go. So the first one to inbox me, you got that on deck. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I'm a signer for whoever gets it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. So give them a physical copy so they can have a signed version. Make sure you go and check her out November 29th at the Dark Room over at the Grandel Center. And it's going to be lovely. You can have you a nice cocktail at the bar, eat at the bar because it ain't no reservations available.
Yeah.
She got a packed house already, but she'll appreciate your support. Well, thank you. Such a pleasant meeting, all my young people. I love when y'all come in and y'all great and you're doing your thing and you're growing and thriving, and that's what it's about.
Thank you, Stacy.
You're more than welcome, and that is our show today. Make sure you find this woman on social media. Where can they find you?
Katarra Music on Instagram, Katarra Music. You can find my Facebook page. It's just Katarra, Katarra.
All right, so make sure you check her out. Make sure you follow her today, and make sure you pick up the album on November 29th. Holla!